welcome as our Grand Prix weekend continues, and the sprint will soon be upon us. Of course, this is the first sprint of the season, adding an extra challenge for the drivers and their teams. But as ever, in Formula One, an extra challenge is an extra opportunity.
The prospect of bagging a few extra points is certainly going to spur these teams on to fight competitively and finish in the top spots.
Well, it's not too long now until the sprint around Shanghai, where we'll see who comes out on top.
Okay. Yeah, right. I'm trying to get used to having an extra little Hibble box to deal with. I only added this in like 10 minutes before stream, so yeah. Anyway, our first race is upon us. So we have got we've got the sprint. So you can see here the sprint is designed to not have any scheduled pit stops. Let's see. So let's see if we can... Oh no. Fine. So as long as we stick below this red line, we're fine. We're not going to underfuel our car just because we are reasonably competitive. And this is going to be, yeah, it's going to be a thing. What we're going to do though is for the start of the race, we're going to put the pace up, the fuel usage up, and the ERS to full deploy for the start of the race, and then we will manage it from there. So similarly, when we look at Aerosmith's car, yeah, so this is definitely our best run. So basically, as long as we keep to this line, we can be as aggressive as we want. All right, nothing else for it. Let's get set up for the start of the race.
Here we go, the sprint in Shanghai. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Okay, let's talk to our drivers. That's not what I wanted. Driver options. Attack, attack, attack.
So now we prepare for a good defense.
Alright. The sprint is on. Ooh, Hulkenberg's picked up some damage already. Yeah, diggity dang. We've gained the place on Hulkenberg. This is huge. Aerosmith is still kind of behind. First couple laps are looking real good for our team. Yeah, Hulkenberg has picked up damage. No idea how that happened. Yellow flags. We've got somebody running wide. It's Magnussen. Magnussen's ran wide. Not sure how he did that. Oh, it was a lockup.
Right, let's follow the action now at turn 7.
A lockup, he's absolutely fucked it.
And there's the lockup.
Typical Magnussen behavior, yeah.
Had on the tires.
You've been watching Formula 1 this year? I've barely been keeping up with it, but this is fun. I've been enjoying this. Needs to kill someone to be real to this year. Jesus, that's dark. Oh, look at the crowd. The crowd's going wild, apparently. Alrighty, so we're about to come to the end of the first lap, and as stop of the race goes, Ricardo is in 14th place, having made up 2 place. Aerosmith, unfortunately, is stone dead last, trying to, you know, pick up the pieces and whatty naughty. Let's scale back now on our engine usage. Our fuel usage, we will keep going with the DRS deployment.
We do need a little bit of liftoff for the fuel.
And the tires are starting to get a bit hot. So we might actually just start saving them now. Let's get them cooled down a little bit. and then take the race from there. So Ricciardo has lost DRS
And try to cool down
distance
the tires while you
to
can. There is Flappy coming up.
Albon, which isn't great. Is Hulkenberg sniffing behind him. Aerosmith, however, is going to be able to benefit from the DRS onto Bottas behind. Pretty good. Yeah, let's see. Let's see how we go. Yeah, Ricciardo's really struggling to hold this 14th place. I mean, to be fair, Ocon can't keep up with Hulkenberg either, but yeah, it's not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Alrighty, let's see then, Hulkenberg. So in the first DRS zone, Hulkenberg did get past Ricciardo. However, this is going to give Ricciardo the DRS coming into the opening complex. Let's see if he can get close enough to make a move. Can he? No, he can't. And Aerosmith, let's see if she can capitalize on the start-finish straight. No, she can't. She can't quite get a beat on Bottas. So at the end of lap 2, let's take stock of this race. Verstappen is leading the race, fighting off Oscar Piastri, with Perez in 3rd place, fighting off Charles Leclerc. Sainz is holding off Lando Norris, with Hamilton holding off Stroll. The Formula 1 cars came 2 by 2, it seems. Russell is fighting off Tsunoda. Meanwhile, Alonso and Carrera kind of in a race of their own, with Albon chasing down Carrera. Ricciardo's now 3 seconds off of Albon's pace, really being held off by this battle, although he has regained 14th place. Let's see how it happens. Nice. There we go. Oh, it's around the outside. Ah, the beautiful disrespect. I love around the outside pass.
Alrighty.
Nice. Yeah, Magnussen got a race ban for penalty points, the silly goose. Good grief. Do you watch the highlights at least, or did you just keep up with news? I've been trying to get back into watching the highlights. Just the news, fair enough. Yeah, okay. Magnussen on penalty points. I did hear that a driver got banned, but I wasn't sure what it was about. Okay, so Ricciardo got himself back into 14th place, but it is going to be a bit of an effort trying to convince Ricciardo to keep it, with Hulkenberg now half a second behind, coming into the start-finish straight. Okay. We've run out of ERS now. This is unfortunate. We're going to put it into hop-up mode and see what we can't make of this one. Hulkenberg's trying. Oh, he had a little sniff on the inside, but it didn't really come to anything. Let's charge this ERS and see if we can make a move with it slightly later into the race. Aerosmith, I missed it, but she has now got past Bottas into 21st place. Potato team fighting for potato position. Alright, let's see if she can keep within the DRS distance of Zhao, because that will hopefully help facilitate some more overtakes. Our tyres are still quite on the hot side, so we need to cool these off, otherwise we are going to bleed tyre wear before the end of the race. Although, as you can see, we do have a little bit of a margin going on, so that ain't the worst thing. Alrighty, who else is doing what? Verstappen has now lost the lead to Oscar Piastri. That's news, but he's fighting for it back at the end of the DRS straight. He's trying down the inside. Oh, that was close. He does regain the lead position going into the start of lap number 5, the end of lap number 4. However, that will give Oscar Piastri the DRS coming into the start-finish straight. Their squabbling has allowed Charles Leclerc to gain a little bit of position. Oh god, it's so close. But nothing really came of it. Anyone else making an interesting move? Stroll's going for a place on Hamilton, and he's got it on the inside. Nice DRS pass into the corner. Let's see. And Hulkenberg is having a sniff on my boy Ricardo. Oh, he's going for the inside line, but Ricardo will have the inside line once we get on the other side of this complex. And Ricardo is going to do a spirited defense to retain the position. Despite the squabble between them, they are now starting to catch up with Juan Manuel Carrera. So this is gratuitous. And Aerosmith is still right on the tail of Zhao. So fingers crossed this is going to lead to some overtakeroni macaroni later on in the race. Verstappen's once again cemented his lead at the front, and yeah, okay. It was a busy little sprint race. Jesus. Okay, we're now coming into DRS territory, so let's see how that plays out to the leaders. Verstappen retains his lead, although Piastri does have the DRS, lets him close right up to the tail, but there's no opportunity for a move. They're going to come around the last straight. Perez. Oh, Perez got so close to Norris on that straight. But let's watch the battle for the lead. DRS is open for both Piastri and Leclerc. Can either of them do anything with this one? I think Leclerc's going to be too far behind. And Piastri is just too far behind. Can't capitalize. Similarly, Perez can't gain any place on Norris. And let's see how the DRS zone treats our people. Aerosmith! Aerosmith has got past Zhao on the DRS. This is amazing. Let's see how this happens.
Let's take a look at the replay. Let's have a look at the action. It's all at the final corner.
Go on, Raven.
It's there for the taking.
Beautiful on the DRS. Clean pass.
That sees them climb up into 20th.
So the one thing I'm definitely learning is that Raven Aerosmith is a shit qualifier, but a relatively good racer. So at the end of this DRS straight, she's already right on the back, on the rear bumper of Gasly. That's good. And Ricardo, despite having drop-in distance to Carrera, has broken the DRS link to Hulkenberg, which is going to give him a little bit more security to hopefully catch up with Carrera. We're well outside the points, but our team is still faring well, gaining on their qualifying positions, which is pretty huge. Let's see. Things are starting to string out a little bit more. It feels like Piastri is still a little bit far behind. He is going to get the DRS coming into the first 2 DRS zones. 0.4 to 0.3 to 0.2. Can't do anything with this. Our teammates are going to come, and we're going to watch Aerosmith very closely with this one, because she is right on the tail of Gasly coming into the DRS zone. The DRS is going to be open. She's now dropped back a little bit, but she's going to be in a really good opportunity. Here we go. DRS is open, and already is she going for an overtake. She's getting herself queued up to the 90 to the inside, and that is the inside line to 19th place. Let's see if she can keep capitalizing with this overspeed to try and catch up on Logan Sargent. She's probably not triggered the DRS zone, so she will not have DRS here. But Gasly behind... Oh, doesn't! She managed to break the DRS link to Gasly. That's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. And we can already see that this race is starting to string out a little bit. My only concern is that our temperatures are running quite high, because we are in the dirty air of these cars. However, we've got new engines, we've got good engines, we are competitive. Let's just keep running this and see how it goes. Our ERS is looking pretty good. And it's still all to play for in this race. Verstappen is still taking the lead. But Oscar Piastri is slightly closer this lap. He is slightly closer. He's going for the inside line. Can he do it? Oh, it's on the brakes. It's on the brakes. It was almost a little bit of shoulder to shoulder there. But they made it work, and Verstappen holds the lead. However, that is going to give Piastri the DRS again. That rear wing is open. Oh, look how close that is. They're side by side. Coming into corner number 1. Going around the corner. Looks like Piastri is going to take this place, but can he hold it through this tight technical complex that is the opening of Shanghai's lap. He seems to be doing it and gaining time. So Oscar Piastri on lap 8 has now gained the lead of this race. I say that and he straight away loses it to Verstappen at the end of the complex. As the circuit starts opening up with a little bit more open turns, Verstappen just steals the lead from him, coming towards the final 2 straights of the lap. But this is going to push, put Piastri within a very close DRS distance of Verstappen to hopefully take the lead and capitalize on it. We'll need to see what he does. But Verstappen, no matter what Piastri seems to throw at him, Verstappen is holding his nerve and keeping a tentative control of the lead of this race. Let's see how the DRS treats them. Is he going to try anything this time? He's getting quite close, but he's starting to learn from his mistakes a little bit, is Oscar Piastri, it seems. He's trying to keep as close to the back of him as possible. Is it going to go anywhere? Oh, no, he's quite far behind now, so nothing's going to come of this one. Meanwhile, focusing to Team Hibblejaybob, because that is all we want here. Ricciardo is in a race of his own, 2.5 seconds behind Juan Manuel Carrera, with Esteban Ocon now 1.5 seconds behind him, fighting off Hülkenberg for position. Aerosmith, however, is on the hunt of Magnussen, and just as we come back to her, she gets the position up to 18th place. Let's we kind of missed that one, so let's watch it back and see how it built up. She's such a better racer than a qualifier.
Now we're watching.
So here we go. It's on the DRS once again, and she just steals the inside. She senses that early break from Magnussen and just yeets up the inside. The Raven Aerosmith is up to 18th place from a 22nd place start. This is quite a good. Drive from her. And already look at that. She's almost a second. Even with the DRS, she's almost got a second on Magnussen already. Let's see if she can hunt down Ocon and take it from there. Meanwhile, Hülkenberg has really closed up on Ricciardo. Not too sure what's happened there. Perez at the front has developed a mechanical fault. Time will tell on how that impacts into his race. And once again, in the opening sections of this lap, Piastri has gained the lead of this race. Can Verstappen regain it under the DRS zones, or is Piastri going to have his first start to finish lead of this race? Let's see how it goes. So here we go. Verstappen with 10 laps to go is 0.5 seconds behind. The DRS is open. He's quite a long way back even with the DRS. Oh, let's see if he can make anything work. He is going to be able to use that overspeed to close down slightly more. He's right on the tail of Piastri. But nothing is going to come of it. Nothing is going to come of it. So after this kind of almost hairpin turn here, the circuit starts opening out a little bit more. Let's see if Verstappen can't regain lead of this race. Kenny. He's right on the tail of Piastri. He's not really able to get into an overtaking position at the kind of middle section of this track, but we're about to come into the first of 2 DRS zones, and Verstappen is right on the tail, 0.3 seconds of Oscar Piastri. Let's see if he can't get this overtaken. There we go, the DRS is about, well, he's done the DRS zone. The DRS is going to open about now, and it does. 0.4 behind, 0.3, 0.2. He's going for an outside line, swinging to the inside. He's got the overlap. It's going to be tight. They both make it around the corner, and Verstappen does look like he's in the lead. However, with Piastri right on his exhaust, he is going to have the DRS. I think in my brain I just tried to say pastry. Fuck. And this is why I don't think I could ever be like like a race commentator. So some people tell me, so this is now my 3rd stream I've done a Formula 1 manager, and the feedback I've got's been really positive. A lot of people have told me that they really enjoy my race commentaries, and that they probably wouldn't watch like F1 races, but they would definitely watch like these races because of the commentary, which is sweet feedback. But some people have even asked me if I should like try out for doing the commentary for like online sim racing or something, and I'm just kind of like, no, because I like quite often I can talk a lot faster than I can think. So sometimes if the wrong word enters my lips and I can't think fast enough to correct it before I say it, I will say something like, Oscar Pastry is now in the lead of the race. And yeah, as funny as that would be, I don't want to be causing people. Magnussen has had to come in for a pit stop. That is an interesting development. It's not really going to change any of our drivers' races. Let's check in on our drivers. So Ricciardo is still in a race of his own, and he is not at all gaining on Juan Manuel Carrera. So this is going to be a case of trying to manage our position from Hulkenberg the best we can. And Aerosmith, also interestingly, isn't really making much progress. So she's in 18th place, 1 second behind Ocon. Okay, actually she has gained 2 seconds, but she is taking Bottas and Zhao with her. So, yeah. What we want to do here, I think, let's take a couple of laps of burning ERS, burning fuel, and let's just try and make a push. See if we can get on top. No more
lift off required.
Let's try and get on top of these positions the best we can. Because this is starting to get quite tight. Aerosmith now is going to have the DRS as well as the ERS advantage on Alexander Ocon. Alexander Ocon? Esteban Ocon. Why am I calling him Alexander? Esteban Ocon, and she sails right past him into 17th place. I was so busy distracted on why the fuck I was calling Esteban Ocon Alexander Ocon, and
but
yeah.
This is what happened. Now we're
Esteban
watching the
Ocon.
action closely.
On the DRS, on the ERS, on the fuel, and on the tires, we just tear past. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
To 17th.
17th place. Here we go, here we go, here we go. And already we've used up the free fuel that we've got, so let's put us back on balanced.
Reminder, a little bit of lift off where you can.
So we are just eating into the ERS, trying to get position and holding this. These tires are coming up in temperature. We're going to come off tire use straight away because these tires are just too hot. They are just far too hot. Let's see. Ricciardo is using his... My god, Aerosmith has pulled out 2.5 seconds on Esteban Ocon. Ridiculous. We're chasing down Sargent. She's going to be chasing Ricciardo by the end of this race. Ricciardo, however, has got himself up to within DRS distance of Juan Manuel Carrera. So this is good. Let's use the ERS. Let's use the tires. We've now got the DRS. Let's close that distance. Get right on his exhaust. We're going to follow him tightly. Right? We're going to follow him closely. Which is hard. Shut up. We're going to follow him closely. We're going to come around this final corner into the second of 2 DRS zones. 0.2 seconds behind, that DRS is going to open, and straight away Ricciardo is going to go into an aggressive position around the outside, which is ambitious. Can he make it work? He does. He is going to have the overspeed, but he does have a longer way to go. Can he make it work? He do.
Very good job.
Make it work.
Next car.
We're going to come off the tire use still. Beautiful. So we've now got movement. We're up into 13th place.
Okay, maximum focus on cooling down those rear tires.
So let's try and cool off these tires before they start getting problematic. Oh god. I don't think we're close to getting lapped as well. Let's check and take a look at this one. Yeah, so yeah, we're on the lead lap, so I was right. I was definitely right not to underfuel us. Juan Manuel Carrera is a competitive racer in a competitive car, so Daniel Ricciardo is going to be hard-pressed to hold on to 13th place, and indeed, Carrera is making a move down the inside, and he can't do it. This is unfortunate. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. If he did do it, Ricciardo would have been screwed because Carrera would have been in front of them and he would have hit the DRS trigger, so he would have had DRS despite being in front of Ricciardo. As it stands just now, he holds the position. We're waiting to see if he can make a challenge. He can't. Carrera is trying to do to Ricciardo what Ricciardo did to him just a lap before. So he's sticking onto the tail, sticking right onto the tail. Coming onto the start-finish straight, the DRS is going to be open, and straight away Carrera is going to go with an attacking position. Meanwhile, Aerosmith.
Take a look now.
Aerosmith's just on the warpath.
Corner.
She's not only caught up
And
to
they
Sargent,
squeeze
but
by.
she's passed him on the DRS into turn 1.
And that's 16th place now.
Beautiful. Into 16th place, and straight away she is straight onto the tail of Hulkenberg. What is this race? What is this race, Aerosmith? What are you doing? She's straight past Hulkenberg, and because Ricciardo does lose the place to Juan Manuel Carrera, I was right, she's practically caught up. Ricciardo. Now, what is this drive from Aerosmith? Oh, I've got some side-by-side action here. This is fantastic
We will
action.
keep an eye on tire temperatures.
Fantastic action.
Okay.
Good job.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay. Our tires are slightly risky here. Tires are slightly risky. So we're not going to push with our tire strategy any further than this.
Yeah.
We are, however,
Yeah,
going to
understood.
push with fuel as and when we can. And that did not last long. That did not last long at all. Try and give our drivers as big a boost as we can. We just need to, we can't afford, we're into the final stages of this race. We can't afford to be holding on to any DRS. So let's keep using it.
Still
We've
has
just
some
lost
there.
the place to Juan Manuel Carrera under the DRS. Yellow flags. We've got
Okay,
yellow
let's do a
flags
small
out
lift off.
somewhere.
Understood.
Ricciardo, what's happened? Why's he gone slow?
Let's see what happened there. Now here, they were taking turn 14.
Oh, was it Juan
Round
Manuel
they
Carrera
spin,
that spins?
And I wonder, could
Oh,
they have
yeah,
done
okay,
anything
shit.
about that?
So Carrera spins. And that holds up Ricciardo because they stop right in front of them. So Aerosmith is now ahead of
Sun's coming
Ricciardo.
now.
So this changes everything. Jesus Christ, that one spin. So Carrera is still ahead of
That's okay.
Aerosmith. Ricciardo is now within DRS of Aerosmith, but right behind them is Hulkenberg. So this has just thrown a spanner into the works of this race.
Ocon will have issues.
Meanwhile, Ocon behind has developed a technical issue. Let's find out what it is. Best we can, anyway.
Deployment.
Okay, sounds like ERS deployment is limited. Okay. God, diggity dang. So this has become really interesting, and already Aerosmith on her spirited drive is within sniffing distance of Juan Manuel Carrera. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Bearing in mind she started this place 22nd and she's only gained 1 place because of an incident. This has been a competent, a capable drive from Aerosmith to get from 22nd place on the grid up to 14th. However, we do have yellow flags. They're long yellow flags. And we don't know what happened. It was
Now, we should be
Magnussen.
able to take a
Magnussen
look
locked
here.
up.
And if we watch Magnussen,
So Magnussen
Things
in
look
last
fine
place
here.
takes a lock up.
oh, and the car locks up. And
in
hopefully
the
there's
grass.
not too much damage to the tyres.
And meanwhile, because of this incident, we did actually miss an overtake of Aerosmith getting clean past Juan Manuel Carrera on the DRS. Can we see how it happened? We can.
Let's take a closer look.
Let's see how it goes.
Now we're through the last turn here.
So yeah,
They
DRS
decide
on
to
the
give it a
inside.
go.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Goes clean past.
And the overtake is made.
Beautiful. But can she hold on to the space with Carrera with DRS? He's coming to the inside, now the outside line. Oh, jeez. Aerosmith tries to defend, but good lord, he had so much... Carrera had so much overspeed. Aerosmith is going to try and fight the place, but she can't quite get past, which is fine. We need to be careful of our tires just now. Our tires are slightly no bueno here. I think Ricciardo's going to be okay, but we need to cool off these tires best we can. Ricciardo is still fighting off against Hulkenberg. Oh, brother. Yeah, we need to be careful of these tires.
Here's the replay.
I'm not sure that
Watching the action
Aerosmith
closely
can.
here, it's certainly inviting.
He passed Carrera.
That puts them in 13th place now.
But we're up to 13th place. If Aerosmith finishes in 13th, this is just going to be ridiculous. So we've got 3 laps to go. We're okay on fuel, but this ERS position is going to be difficult. So I kind of want to go to light tire use on this.
Okay, head down. We keep focusing.
And we're going to push. Let's burn off the fuel a little bit that we can. And we're just going to keep on full ERS deployment. We want to use what we've got when we've got it. So Ricciardo is right on the tail of Carrera. Oh, that was an interesting and unexpected development. So if these two can battle, this is going to free up Aerosmith to very potentially hold this place. Let's see what Ricciardo can do. Let's see what Ricciardo can do. He's got the DRS, but he does not have the speed to catch up with Juan Manuel Carrera, which is unfortunate. Okay, with 3 laps to go, let's put our use to...
Give us more lift off, please.
This. Okay, I still think we're eating tires a bit more than we want to be. But we'll have to see what we can do. Carrera is overtaken by Ricciardo. I was sorting my tires and I missed it. This is coming into the little hairpin corner.
You're doing a good job.
Let's see how that
So it's
happened.
currently P14.
Let's see how that happened. Ricciardo to P14, and he simply is a bit better on the brakes, coming into this little tight hairpin corner, and just sails past on the inside line. Beautiful.
Ferrari.
Beautiful. 10 out of 10.
Nice.
10 out of 10. Okay, tire use is going to be key for us to win this race. In the positions that we are in just now, we are not going to get any points for this, but the more that we can achieve, the better it will be. Aerosmith is relatively well in the clear. We just need to keep on top of this. Ocon has developed a worsening of his mechanical fault. So yeah, right now we just need to try and hold on to these tires best we can. This has been such a crazy spirited drive from Aerosmith. Even despite the lighter tire use, she is still pulling away from Daniel Ricciardo. Daniel Ricciardo is in a smidgen of trouble though. He's in a smidgen of trouble as Juan Manuel Carrera once again has DRS. He's trying the outside line into the opening turn. He's going to have the position and the overspeed. And Ricciardo regain this place as we come on to the penultimate
This is
lap
my pace.
of this race. Come on, Ricciardo.
Okay,
My boy.
no problem.
My boy. I believe in you.
Do is Sargent.
Agent. Look here. Okay, Ricciardo is right behind. Aerosmith is in the clear. She's gonna have to suck up for Juan Manuel Carrera to gain position on her. But the leader is on the last lap. Let's see how this goes. We have Verstappen, who is in a race of his own, secure from Leclerc by 2.5 seconds, who is in turn in a race of his own from Oscar Piastri, who's 2 seconds behind him. Sainz in 4th, Norris, Perez, Russell, Alonso in 8th place, marks the first battle that we have on track. He's being chased down by Lewis Hamilton in 9th place with the DRS. Couldn't do anything with it, but he's going to have 2 more opportunities with the DRS before the end of this race. Lance Stroll's in 10th place, on his own from Tsunoda, who's on his own from Albon, and Aerosmith, our own Raven Aerosmith, is in a race of her own. Juan Manuel Carrera is being hunted down by a freight train consisting of Daniel Ricciardo, Logan Sargent, and that's it. Hulkenberg is a second and a half off the pace, as is Bottas. Zhao is on his own. Gasly and Ocon are fighting for a Team Alpine 20th place, and Magnussen is 13 off the pace at the very, very end. So, let's see how we go. Let's see how we go. So Hamilton is simply too far back from Alonso. This is gonna be a really, really interesting last lap to this one. So Verstappen, no questions asked, is going to come over the line to take first place in the Shanghai Sprint. There it is.
Good job.
Leclerc behind. Piastri in 3rd. Can Alonso do anything on Russell now that he's caught up? The checker flag is flying, and Alonso isn't going to be able to do anything. We're going to switch to our drivers. Excellent. So Aerosmith is going to finish in 13th place from 22nd on the grid. That is crazy. Ricciardo is going to hold off Juan Manuel Carrera, it seems. Carrera is outside of DRS distance and is fighting against Logan Sargent for 15th place. So both of her drivers have gained. And yeah, this is going to be a good finish. We actually probably should have been a bit more aggressive on tire use on this last lap. But we're going to finish with Aerosmith in 13th place and Ricciardo in 14th. That is fucking crazy. That is absolutely crazy from our Raven Aerosmith.
Okay, we take the flag.
Beautiful. So everybody finishes. There is no major dramas. There we go. What a phenomenal drive from Raven Aerosmith. Amazing. And because this is a sprint, we're going to go straight into quali.
The competition out there was certainly tough today, and it leaves many coming away from the sprint empty-handed.
And with a 13th place finish, I bet they'll come back stronger next time.
Yeah, I mean, that is a good effort for us. 13th place. This is the potato team. So as you can see, we are outside the points. But still, Raven Aerosmith, nobody on the racetrack gained more positions than Raven Aerosmith. That was an amazing drive from her. I'm super impressed.
To the much anticipated.
Could go easy on the team kills. Just saying.
Oh my god.
Are you fucking serious?
Where the fuck did they get there?
What's happening?
What the fuck? You fucking bitch!
Oh, here he is. Ka-chow!
Get your dilly vegetables.
Strawberry isn't a vegetable, you fucking mortal!
Let's go! Come on! Yeah! Oh!
But I'm looking down to plant the bomb.
Yeah, but he could. Okay. Just because you can't see him. You can say if you want to, you can fuck a hooker. Are we ready for the flesh?
Are you ready for Tony Hawk's Pro Flesh Tunnel?
Throttle down, throttle up.
You know why you can't. Okay, I'm.
Oh! Fuck!
What does the army say?
Fuck.
Fuck.
Fuck!
Oh, fuck.
Oh yeah.
I literally can't move.
I'm spawned in the barrel of water.
You're really fast, and I am very good with ropes. That came out badly. Shut up.
We waited all this fucking time for you to download the game, and you fucking get yourself banned.
Doesn't hit as hard as life does.
Jesus Christ, that was deep. Who hurt you? Shit.
Say the word exterminate.
Just up, down, there, right behind you, up the stairs. There we go.
No, that's my character! Oh, I got it, I got it. Ah! Fuck! Fudge! Oh lord, he's right there! What? Stop the zombie apocalypse, I want to talk about battle steamers! What are you doing, aircraft? Fuck, I'm dead. Not good, not good, not good!
Why is it a planter in the fucking hallway?
Well, because that's what I'm gonna do on my fucking plants, isn't it? Come cannon! Fucking die!
But he talks all like this. No, wait, that's not right. Hoity-toity-woities. That's.
There's a cooker! Oh lord! Oh yes! I shuriken the lights out of that!
Why have I been sent to prison?
Oh, holy fuck! That motherfucker just sank the bus.
Do you have any idea how many broken bones you have?
I'm a jellyfish.
Fuck! Fuck! Fucking dumbass.
God damn it!
Absolute fucking.
Why did that not go through?
Cause you suck. What the moon doing? Bitch, I can't be outnumbered. I don't know how to count.
That's a fucking threat.
Okay. Then beat them the balloon. I thought you were gonna hit us up with the Roger Roger in that voice.
Roger, Roger.
Speed sign. Fucking hard mode.
Ah, you bitch!
Okay, that's no bueno. This is no bueno. This is very no bueno. Alright, let's just abandon.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Oh! Can we handbrake this with all the people inside? Oh, fuck yeah, we can. Fuck yeah.